Welcome back to A Life Unpacked. So we're starting off a new week. My voice is still a little weird from my cold that I had last week, but I'm feeling a lot better. A little like puffy. Everything feels a little puffy, and I think that's just because I'm like still kind of like my water levels and stuff are regulating, and I've been drinking a ton of water to like help with the throat. So that's kind of where we're at with that. I'm at the gym, obviously. So we're gonna get going with the week and trying to really focus on getting back on track, at least with working out and taking care of myself. Next weekend I am going to be starting I don't know if I'm going to be starting personal training, but I'm going to be doing like an assessment for personal training. I want to ask a few questions around like the contract and stuff like that first before I could fully commit to it. But I'm going to go and at least like talk to somebody about it and like get a little bit more information, get weighed and measured, and talk about like the programming and stuff that they do here for it. It's pretty expensive, but what I think I may do is do it for a couple of weeks potentially, and then get more comfortable with being in the gym, the main gym. Once I am like comfortable and I know where all the machines are and I know like kind of what the layout is, I might be more comfortable to kind of like do that stuff on my own. So that's kind of my plan with that. But again, I'm not really sure. I've got some questions to ask first before I say it. That's 100% happening. To be honest, I'm not in the greatest of moods. I feel like I've disappointed somebody who's really important to me and my family, and I'm just kind of like I'm hyper focusing on it, and I really hate it when I do that. I just don't like it when people are like disappointed or mad at me. It really affects me a lot, and I don't know. I always want to just fix things like right away, or just like I don't know. I can't even talk about it because I just like I don't even know. I spiral. I go out of control with it. So I'm going to try to concentrate on my body balance today, get home, and then just try to distract myself. I have to edit, and I want to get like a little bit of cleaning done. We may play a little bit of, we've been playing Grounded with a friend of ours, like a family friend. So like maybe we'll play a little bit of Grounded if he's available to play today. And that's kind of my plan right now. So let's go and get working out and get working on this week and try to learn to deal with our emotions without spiraling out of control. And I'm still clearly sick. I'm trying to get through it, but it is what it is. But I'm sick of the house being a mess, because when I'm sick like this, I'm not doing anything to clean up any of my spaces. So I said, enough is enough. We're gonna do it. So I created a Google Gem, and I've been using Google Gemini to like make me a cleaning list every day, because I work better with something telling me what to do. I don't like to make decisions. If I make a decision, then I feel like I get overwhelmed, and then I go too hard, and then I just give up. So what I did was I fixed my Google Gem for my cleaning tasks, and I explained every single room, every single cabinet in that room, and everything that needs to be cleaned out and decluttered. Now, I also gave it a goal saying in 10 years, I plan on moving. So I have a 10-year span to go through this stuff. Work with me every day and let's get it cleaned up. So we're going to work through each of the rooms and clean up the spaces that have clutter in them that need to go, because I store things in like little spaces. Like, I mean, you could see like right over here, for example, just stuff. Do I need this stuff? Probably not. I could tell you this is dog treats, so I probably do need the dog treats. But the thing is that this thing's got drawers. You can see this drawer right here, and it's even open because there's wires in it. Do I need all those wires? I don't know. I gotta go through that stuff. So what I'm going to do is go through each of the rooms. Now I also told it that I wanted to, once I get the rooms done and cleaned up, that I want to then incorporate into it a maintenance cleaning plan. So then that way I clean these spaces on a regular basis. So I also explained that I've been sick. I haven't been cleaning anything. So it wanted me to start with a couple of things that I could get done easy and quick that are going to be huge changers. So the first thing was to gather the trash around the house. Perfect timing because tomorrow's trash day. So I ran around the house. I gathered all the garbages, every single one of them, with the exception of one. My office garbage can was like just changed, so I left that. But every single garbage in the house needed to be cleaned, especially the bathrooms. I had just been like throwing, they were overflowing, like, so it was bad. So that's done. Second step was to clean the dishes. I said one of my big pet peeves is that I never do the dishes after I get done with cooking. So there's always perpetually dishes to be done. I always end up having dishes on my counter, drying, and I never finish taking care of them. So I can never put away the dish rack. There's always something on that counter. So it had me do the dishes. So I did all the dishes, every single last one of them. And I started the dishwasher. I'm letting them dry right now. I will put these away in probably about a half an hour, right? After I'm done making dinner. So we did that. Next step was to clean the dog bowls and the cat bowls. So I cleaned the 2 cat bowls while I was doing the dishes. And then I cleaned Asher's water dish because his dish was pretty bad. The other dish here I do need to still clean, so I'm going to do that now. And then what we're going to do next is I'm going to, it wants me to do a couple other things. However, it is 5:08 and I don't know if I want to keep going too much. I don't want to overdo myself. So what I think I'm going to do is just one of the like organizing deep cleaning tasks, which is in the laundry room. It wants me, I have like 2 spaces next to the machines that I stuff stuff in. And I don't even know if I need it. It's just probably garbage or something that's unnecessary to have in this house. So I'm going to be taking everything out of those pockets and I'm going to clean the floor underneath it and stuff like that. So let's clean that last dog bowl and then I'll take you over there to do that. I don't know if I can show you very good. Oh my God, this whole, look at this. See this, it just, this place becomes a mess. Anyway, this is the space I'm kind of talking about over here. Is I've got all this stuff down alongside of the dryer that I need to like remove and clean up. And then on this side, I have some other things. These are mostly brooms and stuff, so those will probably stay. But I would like to at least, you know, kind of clean down there on the floor. So I'll show you the after of this. Okay, so obviously I cleaned the top of this. This stuff is laundry stuff. I do still want to use it. I will probably, when I get to cleaning this, I'll probably move most of this stuff up here because I don't use all this stuff. Like I don't obviously use like, you know, spray and wash all the time. And this is a duster for this broom here. So I'm just going to leave that there for now until I can organize that up there. But all this is cleaned out. I left the cat carrier down there because I just need a place to store that. And I do use that. So that's okay to live there. And this drill needs to go back into the shed in the springtime when I clean out the shed. Running a little laundry. I cleaned up this side. I just swept this out really and just kind of lined those up nicely. And then I gave this good wipe down on the outside. This got a wipe down on the top section. I didn't do the bottom section of this yet, but because I want to like really get in there and clean out the whole drum. So this is mostly done for now and is looking much better. Happy March. So I wanted to sit down and go through my reading stats from last month and then my TBR for March. So in February, I read 8 books total. We'll do the same thing we did last time where I kind of pop them all up over the screen and such like that. And my average rating for those books was 3.8. Total pages was 3,245. Now I know that's off a little bit because stuff like The Shining and the Dungeon Anarchist's cookbook, I read a lot of that in January and it flowed into February and then we finished that book in February. But yeah, no, it was a good little reading month in February. And then for March, we are planning on reading The Gate of the Feral Gods. This is the 4th book in the Dungeon Crawl Cars series that I've been doing. This is my audiobook, and it is audiobooking. I'm not very far into this. I haven't been going to the gym because of this sickness that I'm still getting over. So I haven't been in the car to like read it or anything like that. But you know, that'll probably not finish this month. It might finish in March, which is fine. I'm not in any particular hurry to get through that. I plan on reading with my book club Gleam and Glow, which are the next 2 books of the Plated Prisoner series. Usually we do 1 book every 2 weeks. So I'm assuming that we'll read both of these books in this month. I would like to read the Legends and Lattes. I read the Bookshop and Bone Dust in February, and Legends and Lattes, I would like to continue that series and get that book read, so I'm going to read that next. I have my current read, which is A Bad Deal for the Whole Galaxy. I'm reading that physically, and I have been horrible about reading that. There's something about that book. It's a little heavy with the, I shouldn't say it's heavy. It's a little actiony, and sometimes action books kind of like just, they don't really keep me in it. I don't really want to, like, I'm not like, oh, I need to read it. I need to see what's next and what's happening. So it's a little bit harder for me to kind of get through. On top of that, being sick, I really don't want to read, especially at night. I'm falling asleep a lot faster. So I just haven't had time to really dedicate to reading it. So I'm going to hopefully be able to get back to that in the next couple of days. I would like to read On Thin Icing. This is the next book in the cozy, it's a cozy mystery series. It's a bake shop mystery, I think is the name of the series. Hi, Aerith. Oh, she is so cute right now. Look at this little pumpkin. Hi. Hi. She does not like it when I'm giving anything else attention other than her. So, all right. So, yeah, so On Thin Icing, I would like to get back to that book. That is the 3rd book, I believe, of that series. Oh my gosh, it all of a sudden got super dark outside. So, apologize for the dramatic lighting right now. But we'll finish this up pretty quickly. Then I have another book club that is going to be reading Dr. Sleep by Stephen King this month. So I'd like to get to that book. And then the rest of these books, so I can probably finish all of those books this month with no problem. I do have a couple of extra books that I would love to get to. So we'll see. I've got them kind of like on my standby list. So if you really want to know what those are, it's the Book of the Month Club from last month, which is It's Not Her by Mary Kubica, I think is how you say her last name. That's the thriller selection from Book of the Month last month, so I'd like to read that. And then this month's Book of the Month pick that I picked was Lady Tremaine by Rachel Hoshhauser. Yeah, Hoshhauser. Clearly I don't know anything about, oh my goodness. Oh, hi. Hi, honey. Oh, now she's like full on in my lap. Look. What are you doing? She's just being a little baby. Huh? You want all the attention on you. So yeah, those are the books that I would like to get to this month. Like I said, I probably won't be finishing anything this week. I would love to finish a Bad Deal, but I really don't think I'm going to get around to it this week. It's already Tuesday. So yeah, like 4 more days till the end of the week. I don't know. We'll see. So I got the new Johanna Basford Inklings book, and I haven't colored in months. I'm telling you, like since September, no longer, probably more than a year. I haven't colored physically because when I do color, it's on my iPad. But I got the new Inklings book and I bound it. And this morning I did this little butterfly. Yeah, it's cute. I like that this book has got just like little like vignettes to color really quick. It's just something that you can quickly like do like one of these and then be done with it. What a cute little book. When she first came out with Small Victories, I remember getting this book and I was like, oh, I don't know if I like these like little, like it's so small compared to her other books. But I'll tell you what, I love just having like a little thing where I can like do like one of these and then like leave the rest and come back to it when I'm ready. You know, like obviously something like this, I did do like all the bases because I knew that was going to be the same color, but like each of these tops can be different. And I really like that. So you know, these little books really did grow on me quite a bit. So now that she's got this new one, it's like it's the same exact size as the first. And yeah, it's just some more of these little guys that I'm really excited to kind of dive into. Okay, so I am placing my grocery order, as you can see, both for me and Jeff for the week. We're going to be spending $98.04. So I always buy my groceries on Walmart.com. We have a Walmart membership. But also, in addition to that Walmart membership, I try to repeat our meals a couple of times. Mine get repeated every single night for the week. And Jeff's, he does 2 meals. For like, he'll have like one meal that'll last for 2 days. So he gets about 6 meals a week. I'm sorry. We actually make 3 dinners for him for the week. And then he eats those twice. And then one night we eat out because, him and his dad like to go out once a week. So, this is kind of like what we buy. I buy a lot of the Walmart brand stuff. There's a couple of name brand things in here. Actually, this barbecue sauce is very expensive for barbecue sauce, but we wanted to try this one. So this was kind of a splurge one. But even things like taco seasoning mix, like I buy the Great Value brand. This was more than half the price than the name brand fajita mix. So like everything we buy is like the Walmart brand. You can see the Market side here and stuff like that. And then this is actually for Jeff's dad. So yeah, and then basically this is just the stuff that we really need. And then we have some stuff that we're going to pull out of the freezer, as far as like some proteins go. But that's how we kind of keep the groceries a little bit cheaper per week. Now this also, to be clear, doesn't include like my eggs. I get from a local dairy, so those will be coming separately from this cost. And I may have to go to the grocery store and buy some like lunch meat halfway through the week. I have some right now, should last for some of the week. But I didn't want to buy them, and I would rather buy them a little bit fresher. So I would say maybe like tack on an extra $50 for the week, just for like random things that I'll pick up during the week. So like $150 isn't too bad for the week. Happy Saturday. I'm just going to close out the vlog here, kind of in the same spot that I started, right? Getting back to the gym today. It is body balance day. So I still haven't been working out. You could still hear that this cold's like in my throat, but as you could tell from my face, I'm like gaining a lot of like water weight, and I really just need to get back to my regular routine. So I'm going to start going back to body balance and such, and doing all of the classes again, even if I just go slower, or I like lower the weight, or whatever I need to do. But like clearly, like it's not great. I do have my personal training class. My assessment starts tomorrow for that, so I'll talk about that a little bit tomorrow in next week's vlog. So yeah, so I'm gonna end it here for this week. Reading, I know I never went back to my reading, but I'm still on the same book. I haven't really read much. I've been occupied with other things. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Give me like a like and a subscribe and maybe a comment or something. That'd be great. I do like seeing the comments in the bottom. It does make me pretty happy when that happens. It's kind of cool. But other than that, we'll see you next week. Bye.